Now, what are the other results of the war? No previous, but it is cut off.
नहीं
Had affected so many government and so many people in the world. That's why it's a world war. First, death and destruction. The loss of life was terrible. It was shocking. It was believed that nearly 9 million people were killed in this war. 9 million. Economy of most of the European countries were also shattered. देखा ही तुम जर्मनी, इटाली सबका क्या हाल है. Next होचे national self-determination. Great emphasis was laid on the concept of nationalism. पहले ये nationalism का feeling, क्योंकि उस समय तो kingship was there ना, so nationalism का feeling इतना नहीं था. But अभी पीस कॉन्फ्रेंस पेरिस में जो हुआ था उसके बाद nationalism and self-determination were given much more importance. We have already referred to the creation of new states. भी हम बोले कि Yugoslavia, Poland. They were divided. They were actually divided between Russia, Austria, and Prussia, 18th century. But now they have become independent states. Next emergence of नया ideologies का भी जन्म हुआ. जैसे नया state, नया concept of nation and self-determination, then also new other ideologies were also inserted. A few countries, for a time, democracy and republican forms of government seem to be gaining ground. अब kingship के जगह democracy will come for few days. But soon there came a total distrust on democracy. In Russia, the Tsarist dictatorship was replaced by the dictatorship of the Communist Party, because Communist Party also became like dictators. Italy, Germany, Spain, the failure of the democratic governments led to the rise of dictatorial systems. So now, instead of democracy, again dictatorial systems like fascism and Nazism came into being. फिर जो बहुत important है, USA became a world power at this time. Emergence of USA as a very important power. The armistice, the treaty, the peace treaty, I told you that they signed in November 1918, was based on 14 points. Woodrow Wilson's 14 points बोला जाता है. Actually, the president of America at that time, Woodrow Wilson, he formulated this 14 points, and on the basis of this, the Wilson's 14 points were given. We will discuss only a few among them which are important here. A few important points were reduction of armaments, that is very important, independence for Poland, which they gained, and the formation of the international organization to guarantee that all states will be independent. There is no doubt that economically and militarily, USA emerged as a world power only after this First World War. The position which England had long held as creditor of Europe passed from her to America. The League of Nations would say one of the Wilson's 14 points related to a general association of nations. There should be independence to all the nations. The League of Nations was an association of this kind only. League of Nations formed one. All the independent nations will form an association. It was actually established in 1920 and till now it has its headquarters at Geneva, Switzerland.